You know, one of the challenges you face as a small business owner, especially when you're starting out, is how to put a price tag on your offers. But in this video, I'm going to reveal to you the formula that will help you deal with this confusion once and for all. Don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm Emeka of Glint of Strategy, and my job is to arm you with strategic insights that will position you and your business to win for a long time. Stick around. When I released my first book, my first book as a brand, Glint brand, a friend told me, why are you doing it for free? You're not collecting email addresses. So I said, the reason is because I don't have a compelling offer yet. Okay? So the truth of the matter is that there are 5 major components that need to be in place for you to have a compelling offer, and that will determine the price you put. And when we talk about offers, we don't mean just selling a product or a service. An offer is a complete bundle of value that you give someone, a customer, in exchange for not only money. Sometimes it could be for their time, sometimes for their attention. So that's what an offer is. And the dicey aspect is, what kind of price you need to put? Because sometimes, even if the offer is a product, maybe it costs you $1,000 to make that product, it doesn't mean that, because it's 1,000 naira, you have to sell it for 2,000 or 1,500. Sometimes you can even sell it for 20,000. Depends on the strength of these 5 components, okay, that I'm going to be showing you. So the first one, you have what we call the dream outcome. Number 2, the likelihood of achievement. Number 3, the time delay. Number 4, the effort or the sacrifice involved. And number 5, scarcity. So when you arrange it in form of an equation, 3 of them will be on top, because when you increase them, the value increases. Okay, when the ones below, when you decrease them, the value increases. So dream outcome is talking about the transformation, the degree of transformation that takes place when the person, the customer or the prospect, uses your product or your service, when he encounters your product or service, because you are selling a transformation actually. Okay, there should be a before or after, a before state and an after state. Let's give an example. For example, someone is in a state of being broke, and you want to take that person from being broke to making $10,000. So that disparity between being broke and making $10,000 per month is the transformation. So the one that takes someone from being broke to making $10,000 will be more valuable than the one that takes someone from being broke to making $3,000 per month. Are you getting it now? So that's the outcome, the dream outcome. Then the next one is the likelihood of achievement. That means, what is the probability that this transformation will take place as you have promised? The probability. So it's a matter of trust and risk. So it's like, we call it perceived likelihood. It's a perception on your ability to deliver, whether your product or your service, to deliver that transformation that you are promising. That means the person will spend their money, and the person is assured that that transformation is going to be achieved. That means when the likelihood of achievement is high, the value increases. Are you getting it now? Then the next one, time delay. Now, time delay has to do with how long is it going to take for this transformation to take place, for the before and after to take place. So let's go back to our former example. From being broke to making $10,000 per month, and your own promise in your own offer, someone else promised that's going to do that within 3 months. In 3 months, I'm going to train you, and you're going to start making $10,000 per month from being broke in 3 months. And someone else, the promise is that it's going to take 12 months for a person to train you to achieve that. Which one do you think is more valuable? The shorter one. So the shorter the time delay, the higher the value. And whenever value increases, the price increases. Are you getting it now? So the next one is the effort or sacrifice involved in getting that dream outcome. That means this process of training that I want to give to you in order to make this dream a reality, from being broke to making $10,000 per month, you will need to be working 80 hours per week to get that capability, that training, to make this kind of money. And someone else is coming with his own and saying, for me to take you to train you from being broke to making 10,000, just need to be working 10 hours per week. Someone else, 80 hours per week. This one, the effort you put in is just 10 hours per week of work. Which one do you think is more valuable? The 10 hours per week, because it's taking less effort to still achieve the same thing. So it's more valuable. So if you want to put a price, it's going to be increased. Are you seeing all the components, how they play now? Now, the next one, the last one, fifth major component is about scarcity. It deals with demand and supply. Okay? So when the demand is higher than supply, the value increases, price increases. Are you getting it? Practical example. You are selling the same thing, moving someone from being broke to making this. And let's say the platform that you're marketing it organically, let's say LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, someone has 100,000 followers. 100,000 followers that the person has been nurturing for a long time. Another person has 10,000 followers. Who do you think will raise, all other factors being the same? Which person's price do you think will be higher? The one that has 100, because that person most likely is going to have more demand. And when the person has more demand, the person is going to raise the price. Are you getting it now? So when you look at all these factors, now you want to now set your price. The first thing you do is analyze the market and your competitors. What is the usual price for this thing, for a similar product? No matter how new whatever you are offering, you invented it new, it has never existed before. The truth of the matter is that human needs and wants have not changed from time immemorial. Do you understand? So even if you are for example, let me give you an example. Automobile, when the car was invented, okay, it has never existed before. So how do you put a price to that? The next thing, what you compare the competitor to a car then was what? Horse. How much does a horse? So you're going to look at all those factors. The need there is transportation. Transportation, maybe comfort and all of that. So you're going to look at the likelihood that a car will take you from here to here compared to a horse, the time delay, the effort involved in driving a car and using a horse, and all those things. That's it. So no matter what you're inventing, human needs have not changed. So we're going to compare what has existed before the price, and then look at all these components compared with your own, the level of demand and everything. And if it costs you money you're going to factor that in. But when you're making offers, it's not mainly about the cost. It's mainly about all these things I've mentioned. That's what will guide you to know how much, okay, you have to put as a price tag for that offer. It's as simple as that. Are you getting it now? So I want you to subscribe to this channel. We're going to be sharing plenty of strategic insights like this that will help you to position you to win for a long time. I'm going to see you in the next video.